I actually cannot believe he's just done that. Oh.
You don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons with me, a man getting a haircut tomorrow. Of course, if you've been enjoying the series up to this point, drop a like on the video. Algorithm, something, algorithm. So, it's the final 3 games of the season. We've actually been on a pretty good run. The players are bloody happy right now. We're up to 9th in the league. Conceivably, we could come 7th, but realistically, that's unlikely that we're going to cover a 5-point gap in the next 2 matches, or 3. But I feel like if we go on a good enough run, 8th place is on the cards. And that would be pretty much the best I could have expected, particularly when we were really only a couple of points off the relegation zone not that long ago. The tide has turned, and I'm happy. But before we get into today's game, some quite hilarious news for you. And that is that a few days ago, I got this lovely news article saying that Gundelta Catch drops concerns over team meeting promises. Oh, it's funny how you've now come round to the fact, now that we're starting to play well without you, you want back into your Bents. Hilariously followed by him trying to withdraw his transfer request, which of course I rejected because, you know, reasons. Not only that, but his other friend here, Ivan Jelic-Balta, decided to withdraw his transfer request as well. These cheeky bastards. Club's doing a bit poorly with them in the side, and they're like, I want out. I want to play at a higher level. I drop them, and we start playing better. And now they're like, hang on, wait, what? I can just imagine them on the office window, like playing in the under-11 side, just peering through into the training sessions, looking at all the players, frolicking, happy, playing with medicine balls. I assume that's what happens at training. I don't know. Does it look like I train? Nevertheless, I rejected their requests, and they will be leaving in the summer. I have half a mind to put them both in a cannon and shoot them into the sun. Someone also pointed out that our goalkeeper, or our new goalkeeper, our new best friend, was transfer listed. Oh dear. So there was a lot of players that were transfer listed before I came in, and most of which I removed from the transfer list. But because he wasn't in our team really at the time, I didn't notice that he was transfer listed. So that's now been rectified. And Asvani, the man of the season really in some ways, isn't going nowhere. Now Baki is suspended for today's game. Also, Kapushvari. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that the very first game I played in Hungary on the stream version of this save with Pushkas was against Kapushvari. I think we won as well. Weird. So changes to be made. I mean, are there even any at the moment? Is the question. I mean, obviously there's a change. There's one change that has to be made, which is, of course, Baki will come out. But that's fine. We've got natural replacements in there anyway. Or actually, do we? Oh my god, am I going to be forced to play Jelic-Belta? Nah. I'm going to give one of the youth prospects, Silard... someone told me how to pronounce that surname, and apparently it's very different to Nagy, and I can't remember what it is. Is it Nodge? I think it's Nodge. So, Silard Nodge is probably going to come in for Baki today. I refuse to put Balta in. I will not do it. I'm not going to stoop to their level. I also found an outrageous Belarusian left back, like legitimately ridiculous. He's like 5-star, and has like 18 in like tackling, I think. Oh, he looks so good, and he'd be free. But the non-EU thing could get in the way. That, and it's not really a position I'm trying to prioritise in the summer. I think a striker still could be an important factor this year that suits us a bit more. A natural inside forward probably. More strength in the centre of midfield so we can rotate around because we're basically down to 2 quality players in that position. We haven't got a lot of backup. Centre-backs as well are another area that I really do want to make sure that we focus on trying to recruit this summer. I might look at goalkeepers, but honestly, Asvani has done so well that I'd almost feel bad to drop him out, you know? Good football again. We've got 5-6 men in the box and loads of room for Laszlo Deutsch to put a cross in, and he does that, exactly that, as Marko Jurisic 1-0 after just 6 minutes. And I tell you what, look, I love the way they always run over to the touchline in this team. I've noticed it a lot more with Szeged. They do seem to be really belting it over to the touchline every chance they get. So there's a lovely little triangle they play here to actually allow the space for Deutsch. And then we actually have more players in their box than they do when this ball is in... I mean, how on earth is the goalkeeper not getting that? That is shocking goalkeeping, but Jurisic gives us the lead. Come on. It's good, really, because it now means we can hang on to something, hopefully. Oh, big save from Asvani, of course. I mean, look at the size of their strikers. I think our centre-backs could have a field day just winning everything against them so far. Stahl, round the side for Grekshow. Oh, wow. I think our system suits this game really, really nicely. Grekshow's through, and that's 2-0. Easy peasy for Christoph Grekshow. I mean, I know, like, I want to sign a new striker in the summer, potentially. But honestly, Grekshow's now got 14 goals for us. And I think that might make him the highest scoring player for any team that we've managed in this save. Now, I know he had a couple before we came in, but he's got 10 goals already since we came in, and he actually does look quite fluid in this system. And I wonder if actually, maybe he's the man. The build-up is looking nice as well. They're so composed on the ball. There's a real togetherness about the players. And Grekshow with the flick-down header as well. And he might get it back, you know. Nandori's going to go alone. He's all the way through. One touch to set himself. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can. It's Nandori, and it's 3-0 to Seged, and this is an absolute mauling. They simply cannot handle our tactical shape right now. They're getting dominated in possession. They're leaving a giant gap in the midfield. They're allowing Grekshow to win headers against their centre-backs. And Nandori has just blitzed past people. And it's a lovely finish from a tight angle to make it 3-0. And suddenly there are goals in this team. He's taking his time over it, picking his pass, and he's done exactly that. Kovac, oh, hello. Sits there on the side for Tolic, of all people, and he might get the shot away himself, and he does, and it's 4-0. Tom Allen Tolic makes it 4-0 to Seged in the first half. This was a real common theme I found last year with Ermis as well, and at Villestra at times. We'd have these games where we'd end up 4-0 up at half-time and then do nothing in the second half. But again, they just failed to win the headers. Kovac, I thought he was going to slide someone else in. Tolic has... Look at the space they give the lad. And the goalkeeper has to do better, and it's 4-0 to Seged. Come on. I mean, half-time, 4-0 is extremely harsh on Kaposhvari, but they've just given our players so much time in the box that we've been able to take our time and take our chances. They should have scored, though. Make no mistake. Style Grekshow's on the end of this here, and he's got it! Oh, good save. The sheer amount of space our opponents have given us in this game, although we look like we are about to concede one, and we do, in fact. Nicolo Mazzanetto, we knew that we could potentially get caught. That seems to be their one way of actually getting chances in this game. We have given them some space, but it doesn't matter when you're 4-1 up at this point. We're already pretty comfortable here. But the amount of space they've given us in this game, particularly in the midfield, has been absolutely shocking. I think it was actually Nodge that was a little bit out of position on that one, but hey, it is what it is. We've got a bit complacent in the second half, as is often the case when you're 4 goals to the good at half-time. Deutsch. Nandori. Oh, lovely work again, though. Look at the space for Deutsch. He's got so many options in the box. Can he find one? He does! Bosic with a great shot and a great save from Lakey. Is there a break on again? There is Nandori. It's 2-on-2. 2-on-2 at the back. They might let him all the way through here. He could find Grekshow. He does. He's got to finish this. This is perfect territory for him. And it's another one saved. And Nandori on the rebound, and it's 5-1 to Seged. Christian Nandori makes it 5-1. These guys are like 15th in the league, but we would have lost this game probably earlier this season. Lovely work. Great vision from the two of them. Grekshow does a pretty good job here. There's not much more he can do. Goalkeeper does a great job, but the defender just completely leaves Nandori, and now it's 5-1. Come on. We've been phenomenal. Going forward in this game, just looking like we can have goals for days. Oh, don't give a late one up here. Great defending again, and cleared away. And it's 5-1 to Seged. Biggest win of the season for us so far. Completely deserved in terms of the victory overall. Perhaps not the scoreline, but regardless, you got to take them sometimes. What a result. Come on. Okay then, we're back. So today, we actually play against the side who are already relegated, so there's a really good chance for us. However, and this is annoying, so do our main rivals. They play against the bottom club, who did actually win a game. Hilariously, the moment I pointed out that they'd had a winless season, very next game, they went out and dragged Spartacus into the mud by beating them 5-2. So just classic commentator's curse there. This is quite frustrating, actually, because we're going to end up probably extending ourselves even more here, potentially. Hey, if we have to settle for 9th because of the game's one thing, then we do. I guess it's a question of, what about the last day of the season? That might be it. Who are they playing? They're away at Pekshi on the final day. So maybe there's a chance. Because technically, if we both win here and we say took a point on the final day, I think they could lose to Pekshi. So that's good. Now, I thought that Nodge did a good job in the last game, but I still think Baki is the man for the job for today, to be fair. Nailed on. Hey, if we wrap it up today or something, maybe I could give, our very own GTA character, Vince Kovacs, a chance to run out here as well. Okay, brave system. Let's see how they're going to do. Hang on, they've got their own Mazzanetto. What is it with Mazzanettos in Hungary? Hilariously, I've yet to have any complaints from those other two players, the guys I dropped, about not playing. And I think it's just because they're scared of me at this point. Scared of me and my cannon. So, let's see what we do against one of the sides already relegated from the league. If we can put those kind of performances up at home against the other lot, then you just never know. It's a different kind of shape they're playing. It's still a kind of similar idea, but with different positions in it. I think just getting in front in this one is going to be the key for us. As often, winning games is very important. If you want to win games, getting in front, pro tip, that's the key thing, For more pro tips, sign up to my premium package. Right, okay. I'll tell you what, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Right, come on. They look quite dangerous here. We've kind of held them up a little bit now, but still, some nice quick football here. Slip it through, and he does slip it through, and it's Alessio Mazzanetto. We've been haunted in the past 2 games by Mazzanettos, and Asvani very nearly got to that. I don't think I can blame him too much. They just started moving the ball, really. They kind of did an us. This is a very us-like piece of play. Once they get the ball into that little front area behind our midfield, they could just some nice build-up from that, to be fair. And Asvania very nearly gets down to that, but, maybe if he just has stronger fingers. The tactical switch definitely has improved us slightly, but, yeah, they're still winning through their only shot on target. But it is what it is. We have to continue to push in the second half and hopefully continue this one. Maybe even go to attacking if we need to. We just haven't seemed quite at it today so far. Just silly little mistakes, not really being able to break them down currently. Although Grekshow's in, tough angle, Nandori again. Good strike, well saved. Okay, that's a bit more like it from us, but we haven't shown enough of that so far, really. That early goal has given them the right to just sit and defend, unfortunately. Stahl again. Can he pull it across for someone? No. Osvath might be able to, though. Whips it in. Bosic! And it's in the back of the net. Radovoy Bosic. 1-1. Okay, good. We can build on this. We've got 20 minutes to go and try and find the winner. And I think we've got the quality to make it happen. We're just starting to grind through them a little bit more now. I think they're getting a bit tired from having literally zero of the ball as things stand. And our rivals there also aren't winning against the bottom side. So if we were to find a winner, that could be the difference, really, as far as us potentially getting that 8th spot. Right, let's press out and try to put some pressure on them here. Like that. Exactly like that. Radovoy Bosic has got it. He's going to have to... Oh, wow. Look at the speed he's not got here. He's gone for goal, and he's missed the target. He just seemed to lack any kind of speed there. Osvath. Might just have to whip this to the back post for Bosic, potentially. Whips it through. Bosic again! It's going to come back to him for a second time. Goes for goal, and he's missed the target again. Mutavcic. Back for Osvath. Whips it through. Kovacevic! And wonderful save from Thera, although it is kind of right at him as well. I don't know how we've not won this game. Yeah. The amount of times this season that we've conceded the only shot they've had on target is too much for my liking, but it is what it is, and you have to deal with it. Grekshow out wide. Can he whip one across? Cleared, and that will probably do it. And yes, it is going to be Szeged 1. Oh, dearie me. One shot on target. One real chance in the match for them, really. And we were unable to win. God damn. We played well enough. It's just, it is what it is, isn't it, really? That's frustrating, though, because I think we played pretty well. I don't know. We're going to have to hope for some final day goodness. We're still playing well. It's just one of those things, I suppose. Frustrating times. Right then, we're back. Final game of the season. I mean, the stakes are very simple, really. Who are Ica playing? They're playing away at Budafox, so you'd expect them to probably do quite well. And that's the issue with us not winning the last game. We put ourselves in a tough position. I still think that top 10 is done, which is good, because I think that's what the board wanted, so that's fine. Also, after this, we're going to go look at Ermis and Vilestra and see how they're getting on this season. Because I think I did have a brief look right at the start when we joined, actually, and as far as I can tell at the time, Ermis weren't actually getting relegated, which would be kind of nuts. Team selection, unfortunately, Deutsch is now suspended, so we are going to have to make changes on that front, which is Shabados may have to come in. I think he's right-footed, though. Yeah, but Noblias is still injured, and I think that might be our best bet right now, is Shabados. But we'll bring back Nodge into the bench fold for now. Now, obviously, I want to finish as high as physically possible. But I would settle for 10th if we absolutely had to. I think we're going to end up finishing 9th in the end, personally. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that other lot are going to pull off some magic against someone like Pekshi and just destroy our hopes. But if they do lose and we get a point, and as long as the other lot don't do anything magical, we could potentially steal that 8th spot off of them. And if we were to get a win, that would be quite something. Stahl's ball through, and oh, okay, that was actually not a lot on the end of that, really. They're in no hurry to get back either, and he's not going to win that header, and Kurdic is through, and he's gone around the defender, and this is surely 1-0. Tight angle. Oh, too tight of an angle. I don't know what the extra touch was. That was poor. It's into the box. Knocked down, and it's a good effort. Blocked. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a great effort from Torvund in the end. I thought the danger was cleared, and now we are losing after 3 minutes. Watch this be their only shot on target of the match as well. I don't think that's going to be the case. They're clearly a better side than our recent opposition. It was a simple case of, once again, the defender didn't challenge for the ball in the right spot. It's very unfortunate the way it deflects right back to him, and the keeper can't do anything about that. Feels like it's actually been a lot of our passing plays today. Like, we've got space in the midfield because they just allow that kind of space, but we're not really using it properly. Players are just making some very poor passing decisions at the moment. This is more like it. Space. And again, moving the ball around. That's better. Move it out wide. Get those crosses in. Osvath. Ball through. Grekshow. Much more like it. It does seem sometimes that when you have those results where you play really well and don't get the result, it often feels like in the next game you tend to go out and play like absolute garbage, but we'll see. It's early days yet. Second half to come. Can we pull out another magical second half comeback? Grekshi with the amazing flick on header, actually, just nobody there. Not really sure what position we're sitting in right now either. Star with the flick down. Oh, around the side for Osvath. Good block. And oh, wow. Rubes manages to get there, but that's more like it. And as things stand, we actually are going 10th because, as I predicted, our main rivals are actually beating Pekshi. Kovacevic there. Much better from the second half, though. We should be able to win it back, though, relatively easily. Yep. What are you doing? I actually cannot believe he's just done that. Why? What possible reason? Look, the ball is coming to him. He's in no danger from anybody. So why would you come out and... I mean, you can't... Shocking. Absolutely shocking. We're actually now 11th because of that. Well, not because of that specifically, but we actually are now going to move to 11th. I didn't even think that was possible today. everything that could have gone wrong in today's match and the other matches around us has gone wrong. Basically, that's the simple situation, as Bosic is at the back post to make it 2-1. Coming off the bench once again to find us a goal, but it's now too late. And that would have been the bloody equaliser as well, annoyingly, that would have prevented us from finishing 11th place at the moment. But we could still keep going. I mean, when your goalkeeper does stuff like that, I don't know what you're supposed to do, really. It's a great ball in from Osvath again, and Bosic is there, but, oh my lord. Like, I've given Asvani a lot of well-deserved and well-earned credit for his performances this year, but today, it's just awful, and it could end up costing us 2 positions in the league, frustratingly. That one error. Oh, what a ball, and it's another goal for Christoph Grekshow to pull it out the bag, and it's now 2-2, and the goalkeeper's mistake might well have been wiped away by the man of the season, Christoph Grekshow. What a moment for the lad there. Great football again, and we've still got 10 minutes to potentially go and win this and pull this one right out. This would send us right back up to 9th place. Great ball in. I've brought in Nodge out wide, and look at that for a finish from Greg. Come on. At the very least, hopefully it will pull us back up to 9th and we'll get the top half finish that we want here. As Gregshow's put it in again! It's 3-2, and we've done it again, and it's his 16th goal of the season. He's on the end of it. They bloody love celebrating in front of those 17 fans and that bottom right-hand side, and now we're 3-2 up away from home. Where have we seen this before? What a comeback from the lads. Muchavcic just whips it in, Grekshow into the space, and it's now 3-2 to Szeged. It's not going to make much difference in the league, but who cares? The lads have dug deep. From 3-2 down to from 2-0 down to 3-2 up. And now, is there a hat-trick on the cards for Grekshow? Oh, and there nearly was. He very nearly had his hat-trick, and it probably could have been 4-2. Oh, what a win. What a win. To come from 2 goals down with 20 minutes to... Oh, God, hang on. Just one headed clearance from Nagy. Yes, well played, lads. And Bosic just needs to run. And there we go. 3-2 victory away from home in the league to wrap up 9th place in the end. What a comeback. Goals in the 74th, 81st and 88th minute see us turn a 2-0 deficit after a goalkeeping howler into a 3-2 victory. Asvani, your boys have bailed you out there, my friend. Grekshow, brilliant. Muchavcic, brilliant. Defenders as well, actually, surprisingly good. What a turnaround. Bloody hell. Come on. So there we have it, the final league table. Szeged 2011 end up coming 9th. 55 points on the board in the end. Still end up finishing behind those guys. It's annoying, though. You see them with their minus goal difference, and you're just like, they lost so many games, but hey, it is what it is. We managed to get 9th in there, but we could have easily come 11th there if it wasn't for those late goals. I mean, we still would have come 11th even if it wasn't for the late winner. 9th with the late winner, but still, we managed to dig that out, and I love the fact that we've been able to do that. That's absolutely crazy. Spartacus obviously are relegated as well. That's a good result. Really, really good to see the lads dig deep like that. I think that really bodes well for us for next season. We're on a good, decent little unbeaten run, which is something we've been very good at, is just not losing games, which is, quite important. We received $250,000 just for playing in the league, to be fair. So finances are actually pretty healthy, really. We've made a profit this season of £480,000 currently. I mean, this is good. Very good. Right, other teams. Villeshta, sadly, not having the best time of it anymore, it would seem. 6th place they came in the 2nd tier. At Lokomotiva as well, down there with them. Gostivar, very, very comfortable winners of the league, with Tetex Tetovo looking like they're going to go up too. Zajazzi somehow got themselves back in there and then got themselves relegated. The big one, though, is Ermis. How did they... Oh, my God, they've stayed up. They've stayed up. 8th place Ermis look like they've... Oh, hang on, no, the season's not over yet, is it? How many games is it? Is it 36? 32. No, they have stayed up, right? Yes, they have. Well played, Ermis Aradapu. 39 points on the board, and they've stayed in the top flight. We built them something that they could use, and they've stayed in the top flight. Great stuff. Here's how Christo's doing. 7 Cypriot caps now at 20 years old. £1,000 a week at Ermis. He's still there, though. What was his season like? 5 goals in the top flight, and pretty much matched his XG perfectly. Certainly nowhere as near as good as he was for us, but nevertheless, playing in the Cypriot top flight at 20, and 6 caps for Cyprus already. You love to see it. So... that ends our season. That 4-0 defeat was actually the last defeat we had. We've only lost 3 games since we took over. And it took a little while to get going, as it often does with us. But I think there's enough here for me to suggest that there's definitely a title or a promotion challenge on the cards next season. I don't think we need as many players as I thought we were going to, as it is now, because there's actually quite a lot of lads I do like around the team. So that's nice. But I still think we're going to need a fair amount of reinforcements and a lot of players to leave as well, just to free up some money and just get a load of dead weight off the books, to be honest. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like on the video. That would be spectacular. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome too. Stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so go follow there as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. On Sunday for Transfer Window. Probably still the biggest one I've ever done. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.